Imagine this: a breathtaking wedding on the picturesque shores of Nantucket, where everything seems perfect. Guests are dressed to the nines, the ocean waves gently crash on the shore, and the air is filled with anticipation. But just as the bride, Amelia Otis, prepares for her big day, tragedy strikes. Meritt Monaco, her maid of honor and best friend, is found dead on the beach, her body washed ashore just hours before the ceremony. The shocking discovery sends a wave of panic and suspicion throughout the wedding party and turns the day of celebration into a nightmarish murder investigation. The police arrive, and suddenly, every single guest at the wedding is a potential suspect. From the introverted, down-to-earth bride, Amelia, to her seemingly perfect but somewhat arrogant fiancé, Benji Winberry, the circle of suspicion widens. But the twists don't stop there. There's also Benji's enigmatic mother, Greer Winberry, a famed British mystery novelist with a cold demeanor, and his charming but unfaithful father, Tag Winberry. And let's not forget Benji's volatile older brother Thomas and his pregnant wife Abby, whose sharp tongue and jealousy make her a suspect as well. As Nantucket's chief of police, Ed Capanash, and his colleague Nick begin piecing together the puzzle, they quickly realize that everyone present has something to hide. What begins as a seemingly straightforward investigation quickly spirals into a labyrinth of secrets and lies. Every suspect has a potential motive, and every clue seems to point in a different direction. But which secret was worth committing murder for? Let's take a closer look at the suspects and their hidden motives. Does Tag kill Meritt? The gentle yet deceitful father of the groom, Tag is at the top of the suspect list. His affair with Meritt, coupled with the revelation that she is pregnant with his child, threatens to unravel his comfortable life with Greer. Would he go as far as to commit murder to keep his secret hidden and preserve his luxurious lifestyle? Does Greer kill Meritt? The powerful matriarch and financial backbone of the Winberry family is obsessed with maintaining a flawless public image. With a PR team at her beck and call, she controls the narrative. However, when she discovers her husband, Tag, has been having an affair with Meritt, it's possible she wanted to silence Meritt to protect her family's reputation. Does Thomas kill Meritt? The hot-headed elder son of the Winberry family, Thomas, has a reputation for being a bit of a jerk. With his temper and ego, it's not hard to imagine him losing control after finding out about Meritt's pregnancy. Could he have felt threatened enough to commit murder to protect his family's wealth and his own comfort? Does Abby kill Meritt? Thomas's pregnant wife, Abby, is known for her abrasive personality and a streak of jealousy. She's never been one to shy away from confrontation. Did she decide to remove Meritt from the picture out of spite, or perhaps because she feared Meritt's presence would jeopardize her position within the family? Does Shooter kill Meritt? Benji's best man and longtime family friend quickly becomes a key suspect. Not only were his fingerprints found on Meritt's phone, but he also tried to flee the island during the investigation. Additionally, he made a mysterious $300,000 payment to Greer. What's he trying to hide? Does Benji kill Meritt? Amelia's seemingly sweet fiancé might appear innocent at first glance, but he knows more than he lets on. Having grown up in a family full of secrets, he's no stranger to keeping things under wraps. Could he be hiding something more sinister? Who is the killer? As the investigation deepens, more secrets start to surface. The detectives sift through countless red herrings and misleading clues. At first, the evidence points towards a potential murder-for-hire plot involving Greer, Shooter, and a mysterious man named Broderick. Shooter's substantial payment to Greer initially seems to suggest foul play, but after some intense questioning, it is revealed that Broderick is actually Greer's brother, a man plagued by a gambling addiction. To save him from his debts to dangerous gang members, Greer borrowed the money from Shooter, who was willing to help due to his loyalty and his own wealth exceeding hers. The truth, however, is much simpler. A twist comes into play when Amelia's mother, Karen, reveals a critical piece of information. She had brought with her 3 euthanasia pills to the Winberry mansion, in case her health rapidly deteriorated due to her ongoing battle with cancer. When Meritt's autopsy reveals drugs in her system, it suggests something more sinister than an accident. Benji then remembers his brother Thomas's twisted game, called prescription roulette. He sneaks into people's rooms, swipes their medications, and then ropes in others to participate. The implications are clear. Thomas might have unwittingly set things in motion that led to Meritt's death. This new lead prompts another round of interrogations, and Isabel becomes the next suspect. Thomas claims he owes her a hefty sum of $2.5 million, which he plans to repay once his trust fund is released when the youngest Winbury child, Will, turns 18. But since Meritt was pregnant, the inheritance would be delayed by another 18 years, giving Isabel a potential motive for murder. Yet Isabel provides a rock-solid alibi, revealing she was with Thomas at a nearby motel at the time of Meritt's death. This bombshell brings us back to the real perpetrator, Abby. The first sign pointing to Abby's involvement is her inconsistent alibi. She claimed to have gone to bed early the night of the murder, but was up when Thomas returned much later. A crucial memory from the housemaid Gozia further implicates Abby. She recalls Abby, who normally bosses her around, nervously washing her own glass the next morning. This glass could have been the one used to drug Meritt. The discovery of tallow, a substance found in Meritt's hair, ties everything together. Abby is known to use banned skincare products that contain tallow, a detail she casually mentioned during her initial police interview. It becomes evident that Abby used the tainted glass to deliver the drugs to Meritt. And what was Abby's motive? Money and status. Abby had been pushing Thomas to request a loan from his father, dreaming of a more luxurious life. But with her husband's trust fund potentially locked away for another 18 years, Abby's greed and impatience spiraled into murder. The pieces now fit. That fateful night, Abby saw Meritt on the beach, crushed up one of Karen's euthanasia pills, and slipped it into a drink, pretending to console her. Then, she invited Meritt to go for a swim, knowing the drug would soon take effect. As Meritt started to weaken, Abby seized the moment and held her underwater until she drowned. The tallow found in Meritt's hair was a silent witness to Abby's crime. Final explained. Greer, who has long maintained an image of perfection, finally decides to drop the act. She tracks Amelia down, seeking her feedback on a new book manuscript she's written, which includes confessions of her own deep-seated regrets and mistakes. For years, Greer had perpetuated the story that she and Tag met at a glamorous gallery opening. But the truth is far from that polished version. Greer was once an escort, and Tag was a client. Tired of living a lie, she decides it's time for a change and demands a divorce. She plans to leave Nantucket for the city and write more honestly about her past. Meanwhile, Amelia and Benji have already agreed to part ways, but they do so on amicable terms. At the very end, we find Amelia living in London and working once more as a zookeeper, far away from the drama and deceit of the Winbury family. Greer eventually tracks her down, expressing a desire to reconcile and offering her a copy of her latest book, titled Your Call, as a symbol of their potential new beginning. And there you have it, the enthralling and dark tale of the perfect couple. What begins as a picture-perfect wedding descends into a maze of lies, hidden affairs, family betrayals, and a shocking murder that exposes the cracks in a supposedly flawless family. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a twisted mystery, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join us next time for more captivating story breakdowns and thrilling plot analyses. Until then, keep questioning everything.